With his Asian bride, he's got an Airstream trailer and a Holstein cow. Still makes whiskey 'cause he still knows how. He plays a Choctaw bingo and Friday night, you know, in Hadley, Texas, but he won't say why. Owns a quarter section about Lake Eufaula County. That big old blue cat on a drifting turbine sells his hardwood timber to the chicken mill. Cooks that crystal meth because the shine don't sell. Cooks that crystal meth because champions now for 2 years running, but it says they won't be this year, no, they won't be this year. And he stopped off and touched me at that Pop Niagara gun place, bought an SKS rifle and a couple of full cases of that steel core ammo with the damn primers from some East Bloc nation that should not have need them anymore. Desert Eagle, that's the one great big old pistol I mean 50 caliber made by Magnum Research and some surplus tracers for that old BAR stand. Soon as it gets dark, we're gonna have us some time. We're gonna have us some time. Have us some time. Just about my age, she lives over in Missouri, off of I-44, next to the great big old billboard of that little bitty baby wanting to know who's my daddy, sending that DNA testing, and she just done 6 months down at the Red River Rehab, had a little pain pill problem, but she's okay now, you know she's okay now. That's what hell-raising town way up in southeastern Kansas got a biker bar next to the lingerie stores. Got the Rolling Stones lips up there, bright pink neon, and right downtown where everyone can see them. And they burn all night, you know they burn all night, you know they burn all night. Ruth and Lynn, they wear the cut-off breeches and them skinny little halters, and they're second cousins to me. Man, I don't care, I wanna get between them with a great big old heart on like an old Bulldog pitchfork. You can hang a pipe real deep from do some sister twisters till cows come home and they'll be having some time. pickets with his Asian bride. He's got that corner pastured, acre lots of silver, owner finance. Strictly to them, it's got no kind of credit because it knows they're slackers and that miss that payment, then he takes it back. He's a Choctaw bingo every Friday night. He drinks Johnny Walker and that plus 69. Strap them kids and give them a little bit of Benadryl and sherry coke. Going to Oklahoma, gonna have a six time. Have a six time. We got Craig Bagby on the drums. Cornbread on the bass. Tim Holt on a couple of instruments that he played. Looking back down the road from a little ways out, I never had a fear and I never had a doubt. If it had a lick of sense, I'd have figured that out pretty fast. But I wasn't any smarter than the average kid. Somebody might have noticed, but I never did. I never saw the future fading right into the past. Talking to the wallpaper, wandering the halls. I burned a lot of bridges and I dropped a lot of balls. It's a wonder I can never go back to any place I've been. But I wouldn't get down on my knees on a bed. I'm near enough to Jesus as I ever want to get. Seeking salvation isn't part of my general plan. Save your prayers for yourself. I raise my glass to your health. I don't mind if you don't look like me. I can share my bread and wine. I come from another time. It don't matter all that much if it don't bleed. It don't bleed. Now it's all I can do just to get out of bed. There's more in the mirror than there is up ahead. I smile and I nod like I heard what you said every time. So run another rack, pour another shot. You don't get it back, so give it all you got. While you still got a more or less functional body and mind. Save your prayers for yourself. Raise my glass to your health. I don't mind if you don't look like me. I can share my bread and wine. I come from another time. It don't matter all that much if it don't bleed. It don't bleed. taxes and a stayed out of jail. You stay in the game when you're too broke to bail, that's a fact. Talking to the wallpaper, sleeping in the hall. Your bones get brittle, so you better not fall. You're slow to a crawl and time gets to falling to jack. Run your mouth and shut. Save your prayers for yourself. Raise my glass to your health. I don't mind if you don't talk like me. I can share my bread and wine. I come from another time. It don't matter all that much if it don't bleed. 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 We used to spend a lot of time in Western Canada, driving back and forth trying to figure out what that yellow stuff was. Because they grow this crop up there that makes this chartreuse blossom that's just amazing, goes out to the edge of the world. Something's ringing pretty bad. Sound like about 400. But yeah, we didn't know what that stuff was, and of course, back then we were a van full of nothing but dudes. So we didn't stop and ask what it was. One day we came to a sign that said canola processing with a phone number. Our dudeness was left intact. Didn't have to reveal the fact that we didn't know everything. I was thinking about you crossing southern Alberta. Canola fields on a July day, about the same chartreuse as that 69 bug you used to drive around San Jose. Never knew when my old white Lincoln might take you. Party on the wheels with suicide doors. Bring the kids and the dogs and your grandma too. We always had room for more. Till that white knuckle ride back from Santa Cruz, second best server on the Central Coast, had you wrapped up all the way back to Los Gatos. The guy could have cut his throat. And it wasn't like we were an item to start with, it had no basis in fact. But the whiskey could push me to sudden extremes. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. Take my hand, Marie. Taking a death grip on some part of me. Keep me from drifting far out to sea, or I'll be lost out there. We all filtered away with the days getting shorter, seeking our place in the greater scheme. Kids and careers and a vague sense of order, busting apart at the seams. I heard you switched coast, moved in with your sister. Doubt you'd have called it familial bliss. We met up in Brooklyn before it went hipster. You carried your keys in your fist. In a way back corner of a crosstown bus, we were hiding out under my hat, cashing in on a 30-year crush. You can't be young and do that. You can't be young. Take my hand, Marie. Taking a death grip on some part of me. Keep me from drifting far out to sea, or I'll be lost out there. Or I'll be lost out there. I was thinking about you crossing southern Alberta. Canola fields at harvest time look like tumbleweeds all raked up into rows, brown rusty contour lines. There's not much moving on the romance radar. Not that I'm craving it all that much, but I still need to feel every once in a while the warmth of a smile and a touch. In a way back corner of a crosstown bus, we were hiding out under my hat, cashing in on a 30-year crush. She can't be young and do that. She can't be young and do that. You can't be young and do that. She can't be young and do that. Take my hand, Marie. Take a death grip from some part of me. Keep me from drifting far out to sea, or I'll be lost out there. Or I'll be lost out there. Or I'll be lost out there. Thank you.